What's up? Aaron Barlow here. The video a little informal, but yeah, as my last video said, my last short, go back and watch them, said I'm re-enlisting and I got approved and all that. I'll get into details more of the logistics and just like what I went through to re-enlist, and the waiver process, because I know when I was looking at videos there wasn't much on waivers and the details of a waiver of some sort, but I'll definitely make another video with them. I have content filmed that I just haven't edited. I honestly, it's just been real busy and crazy. I'm not going to be that YouTuber or that person that uploads like 1 or 2 videos, gets like 500 subscribers and then never posts again. I promise you guys I will keep the videos coming. It's just what I want to do, let alone, you know, growing my YouTube channel. Yeah, I shipped February 12th to Fort Jackson. And yeah, so if you're shipping to Fort Jackson soon or have shipped to and graduated from Fort Jackson recently, please comment, you know, your experience or your ship date, your MOS and whatnot. Feel free, because I will be here to stay. I'm telling you, I'll be back with the videos. Yeah, this video will just be about MEPS. MEPS 2023-24 pretty much. So I'm re-enlisting. I went to MEPS back in 2014. So I have an experience with like 10 years ago and then now, but mine this time was a little different because I was not taking an ASVAB. Just went the day of medical, took my medical, did this, did that, and then I had to wait for my waiver after that. But I went through the same medical process this time and all that, witnessed the people taking their ASVAB as well. So usually it's 2 days. People will take their ASVAB and on the first day, and then you stay in a hotel, and the second day you go and do your medical. You'll wake up at 4:40 or something, 4:30, you get that call from the hotel. Then you go eat breakfast at 5. You meet down there in the lobby of the hotel. I know some people's situations may be different. I know some people go to Fort Jackson to do their MEPS, but traditionally it's you know, you go to your hotel, go down and eat breakfast, and then you just go straight to medical. When you get to the building where you're doing your medical, it's pretty, it feels like you're in, you know, like almost like jail in a weird way. You know, you're being submitted into something, but just go with the flow. Don't go too high or too low. Just stay calm. And you know, like they say, don't drink a lot of coffee, don't do this, don't do that. But honestly, I mean, I would suggest, yeah, don't drink coffee and stuff, but just whatever you normally do. I mean, if you normally pig out and drink loads of coffee, don't do that, but just be whatever is, just, you know, makes you relax, because in the end, that's all it's really about. Stay hydrated, and then just be ready for the day. Get sleep the night before. But as far as the day, yeah, I mean, you go through a series of medical stuff. You do anything from taking your blood pressure, which is always one that people get flagged. Even when I went, I was a little high apparently, but it wasn't much. And then I just went back an hour later and I was good. So my blood rate was just a little high, but it really ain't nothing. So yeah, you go, usually first you'll do like your eyesight, your hearing, those kind of quick things, your blood pressure, you get your blood drawn, your urine test, which I'll talk about before, because I had a friend in a situation and he kind of told me a couple tricks for that. And I know, I mean, to be honest, this is America. A lot of people smoke weed, a lot of people do drugs, and things like that. I don't encourage it. I'm not encouraging this at all and saying it's a scapegoat, but I had a friend that did a trick that quite a few times, and it worked really well this time. Pretty much self-explanatory. How you know, you look it up and Google it. You go, like you said, take your eyesight, all them kind of things, and then you go into the doctor side, where you all males go in a room together. Then the women will go separately, you know, usually with the woman doctor, but sometimes it could be a male as well. And yeah, the males, you go in a group. Sometimes you're alone. I was actually alone this time because there wasn't a lot of people, but the first time I went, it was like 30 people in there with me. The males take off their clothes down to your boxers. You stand in line. You get your height, weight, waistline. But pretty much you do a series of movements, literally just these type of arm circles, different bending, different squatting, you're doing duck walks, you're walking on your knees, you're walking back and forth just straight to see your movement of your walk. You do things with your hands, doing like this, they press down and you resist. Put pressure on, all them kind of weird movements just to make sure your mobility and your strength and everything is okay. I'm sure a lot of you, Google these things. It's really not too bad. And then after that, you go in the room privately with a doctor. So I can only speak as for males. Go in, they, your clothes are still off. They check your lungs, your breathing, your heart rate again, your ears. Make sure you clean your ears because people get flagged for ears. And then you pull down your pants and you have to spread your cheeks, which ain't fun, but it is what it is. It's literally 1 second. People make it more than what it is, but they check for hemorrhoids and any abnormal, things. It's like a 1 second spread. And then you pull down the front, then you cough on each side. Everyone kind of knows what it is by now. It's really not that big a deal. But yeah, I mean, that's really it. Like I said, as far as women, I'm not sure. They get a pap smear or something, but it's kind of a similar series like that. They just check your areas to make sure you're good. And that's really it, as far as the medical. But yeah, after that, you enlist and you do your job selection. Most people, as long as you don't need any waivers like me. But your job selection, you'll go in with your liaison and you will look at a list of jobs, and that's it. You pretty much pick your job and you swear in, and your parents can come and swear in. I think they're allowed 2 people inside, and you swear in, man. And the same goes for National Guard, active duty, really don't matter. And then you just get your ship date and you work with your recruiter till you ship. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But it's all the same. Even 10 years ago, it was pretty much the same as it was this time. But to get down to what I said with the drug test, and that's a lot of the reason people look at these videos. I know it. Just talking with people in my experience, people have issues with or most nervous with, it's usually either medical things or the drug test. And as far as that, just point blank, I do not endorse any type of smoking weed up until the test, and a trick will just make you good. You want to do your best to not do anything weeks and months leading up or whatever it is. But if you are in a weird emergency thing, or so basically my friend, he was going through, he was going the MEPS just like normal enlistment, not even how mine is with the waiver or nothing. And he smoked weed, and he stopped smoking, and it was almost 2 months and he was still failing at home drug tests. It was weird because he would pass a couple barely, then he would fail some, and he was kind of back and forth. And then he tried a couple things, like he even took niacin leading up, which cleared his system out a lot and things like that. But then he did this trick, and he actually found it on TikTok. And it's not even a trick, it's kind of like a masking thing. And there's this stuff, and it's called Certo gel. I think that's CERTO gel. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. Certa or Certo. I should have asked him to confirm. But it's a gel, and it's used in baking. And it's like a type of gel that's mixed in like baking stuff, like your baking aisle or something. I think he said he got it at like Walmart or something. It's not everywhere, but yeah. So apparently he said there's these packets, and it comes in 2 packets. The night before, you take a packet and you mix it in a big, like the bigger style Gatorades, not the little skinny bottles, but Gatorade. He said Gatorade because it's like thick and it tastes kind of weird. So, and it's electrolytes, it helps you hydrate and piss. So he mixed it in that, shook it up, chugged it as fast as you can, and then after that, you fill that same jug up with water twice. In the first fill up of the water, you want to chug that again, like just get it down. And that second one, you don't have to chug it and kill yourself, but just drink it pretty fast as well. And it's gonna hurt. And he said he struggled, almost threw up a couple times, but just drinking it so fast. But he did it. And and then, you know, you'll pee a couple times throughout the night, but then in the morning you do the same exact thing in the morning, same exact thing. And you do that, you put the gel in a Gatorade bottle, you shake it up, and you do the same thing, chug it, you drink, and you fill it up twice and drink the water, and then you pee at least 3 to 5 times before you take your pee test. But honestly, he said he just had to keep pissing. So before he even left breakfast, he already pissed twice. And then you get there, he already pissed again. Like, you'll naturally piss 3 times before you even think about it. But just that whole morning, just keep drinking water, just keep drinking water. And apparently you can even, guys, you can Google it, this whole method. It's probably on TikTok or wherever, but Certogel, it pretty much takes the toxins in your urine and pretty much converts it to your stool. So like taking a crap, it puts it there once it processes a little bit. That's what it's known to do scientifically, but like I said, it's not a guarantee. Don't come to me saying, hey, your friend did this and I failed. But I looked it up after, and he said it worked, and he passed his test. And he failed the night before MEPS at an at-home test, and he still passed. And everything I looked up, pretty much everyone I seen said they passed with that. I looked it up on TikTok, and everyone that I seen said it worked. I didn't really, because someone's not going to post if it didn't work, so I'm sure, you know, maybe someone didn't drink enough water, maybe just the way their body reacted. But as far as that's, I haven't come across something that seems more effective. Whether it's drinking water, whether it's, you know, the old style was niacin, where the flush kind of niacin, you take a couple of them every day with water leading up, and it burns your fat cells, because THC in marijuana is attached to your fat cells and it burns through them. But yeah, no, he said it worked, and everything I looked up said it worked, and just like, dang, bro. Yeah, he's actually out of basic training already now, but yeah, I don't want to keep this too long, but I know that's like the main thing people deal with while enlisting, going to MEPS and stuff, is the drug test. And that's the reality of it. And the Army or any military branch didn't make marijuana or any major drug legal, although it's legal in different states. So I know these issues are coming up more because California and blah blah blah, all these states that are coming to make it legal now, and people are just having problems because they might be ill-advised or think that they can get clean in a week just drinking water. But if you're in a crisis, try the Certogel, and you could even try it before you go to test it. I'm not sure it cleans you out, but from everything I've known, it definitely masks you in the best way possible. It's better than them GNC drinks or anything before you go. And he failed the night before. Right hand up on the Bible. He failed the night before. So, and he passed the day. So unless he got ironically lucky, and every single person that posted on TikTok got lucky, I'm just saying. So little thing to you guys, if you're in a crisis. But like I said, it's a little informal. I don't want to be too long. But yeah, I'm shipping February 12th. I'm gonna make another video talking about my MOS and just my life update, because I know there's a lot of people that I have not seen much videos on dealing with shipping to basic, and the life that I'm in, because I'm 31 and I'm getting married January 12th. I'm shipping February 12th, 1 month after. It's all coming up. I have to sell my house. I've only lived there for 2 years and some change. I have 2 dogs. I'm gonna have a wife. It's gonna be complicated, but my process will be similar to even single soldiers in a sense, where it's just not as complicated as me. But in terms of shipping, in terms of going to the recruiters until you leave, all that's the same with single soldiers. So still follow my channel. I'm going to be documenting everything. But as far as the people, married life and all that, stay tuned, because I'm going to be updating everything, our PCS, duty station, everything. So I'm going to Fort Jackson. My AIT is also in Fort Jackson. So I kind of lucked out there. I have a bachelor's, so I'm going to be commissioning probably eventually. So there's going to be a lot of content going on. like always in most of my videos, shout out Aaron BTV. I'll tag him in the comments, I promise. He's growing more than I knew, more than he knew. Man, he's out there doing his thing now, representing the Army, representing himself, and man, it's just been great to see him grow. A few others I know, but I want to get better at this YouTube thing too. All you got to do is just keep working at it. Keep posting, get that algorithm going. Just be creative, be yourself. Don't try to be someone else. And that's it. More to come, guys. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the watch. And yeah, more to come.